Penniless Podcast. Tuba, 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 tuba. Welcome to the Penniless Podcast. Tuba, 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 tuba.
I sound exactly like that guy in the song. Did you notice that?
I was
So
about
weird.
to say you do, and then I realised it's you.
Such a good start to the podcast, realizing that I recorded that many years ago and I still sound the same.
Was it actually years ago?
Yeah, it was years ago.
But you also still enjoy the lyrics.
Yeah.
Every time.
Tuba, tuba,
Tuba,
tuba,
tuba, tuba.
tuba. Exactly. Exactly.
Timeless.
Welcome to the Penniless Podcast. I am Penny,
I'm Liz.
and this is our special guest today, Shani, the script maker, main character, fast corner taker, speed bump racer, math superstar, mouth jukebox, and fluoro pants dancer. Welcome to the podcast, Shani.
Welcome
How do you
back.
feel about that intro?
There's just
Was it
didn't
better
need
than the
another
last
intro.
one?
We could have just gone with the last one.
Yeah.
Was it better? Which one was better?
So much more's happened since then. I just needed to add to it. Yeah?
Nah.
Nah?
Nah.
All of it's true, though, this time, isn't it?
I wish it wasn't.
Not a lot to say. Like, I can't really argue with it, but I'm uncomfortable about it.
Yeah. Yeah, and thank you, Shani, for coming at late notice. We did have a little bit of a
Yeah, we
cancellation
did.
there. Someone's
Yeah.
double booked and chose the other booking, and I don't know how I feel about it.
It's actually never happened to us before.
It hasn't.
We've always, I mean, generally,
People love
People-
to come here.
and people cancel their plans. Like, I've got
Yeah.
something on, but
They
I'm
do
happy
love
to
coming
bail
here.
on
Yep.
that and come to you.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
tonight,
Why would you miss the opportunity to be on this podcast?
I
Yeah,
mean,
look, it's really sad.
It is.
I'm having a moment because
You
I really
okay?
I
wanted
hope
to.
the person who bailed watches this and just kind of goes,
Yeah, whoopsie.
I may have made a mistake.
Yeah. What did he go to again? I'm the one that actually knows, and I don't know. So anyway, we got a live audience today as well, just over there. So if you can hear them laugh, good luck. I'm not sure these microphones will pick them up, but Shani and Beck have a very similar laugh, so
We do.
it'll be hard to
sort of
hard
sound
to
like
show.
an echo. You might have
It
an
might
echo.
have an
tonight.
echo.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
It'll be cute. And
I
Sean's
feel-
dad was the one that was supposed to come to the thing, and we feel like Sean should come and give us an apology.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
like it is a family thing, isn't it?
It is. Like,
Yeah. Okay. He's not willing.
He's in the audience, but he's not willing to provide an apology to the audience.
Yeah. He's coughing.
That's so fine.
Can we just, like, I actually feel like we're under pressure a little bit.
What kind of pressure?
I'm not used to having people watch us. Like,
It's
I
weird.
feel it's uncomfortable.
You're not a fan of being watched?
But I mean,
Do you feel?
unfamiliar with it? Let's say that.
Do you feel exactly like Ellen?
No.
Because I do.
Ellen?
Ellen DeGenerate. That's it. What?
No, because we didn't
Degenerous?
get to like stroll on and like dance and stuff. Like, we're just sitting here. It's a bit different.
Do you want
you
me to
want-
stroll on and dance?
Or me, either one.
You gonna do it?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
No. Next time, like for the next time, not right now. I don't want to.
Get that beat going, DJ.
Not right now.
Catwalk it in.
Nah.
No?
Nah.
Okay, maybe next time.
Maybe next
time. Welcome back to the podcast, Shani. We've got
Thank you.
so many fun questions to have asked.
I'm so
and
ready.
Answered by the Shani. And it's good to have you back because there was many questions that came off the back of your previous podcast that need some answering.
Well,
I
did
don't
you
know
Need
if I
some
can.
explaining.
did you get any feedback or any comments?
Just
about
a lot of positive feedback of that was really fun to watch. My parents watched it.
Oh, great!
Yeah. Yeah. I
What did
found
they
out
say?
Yeah, you skipped
They
over
watched
that.
it.
Great,
they're
and
going to watch this one too,
Okay.
which is super cool.
shout out
I-
to Shani's parents.
Yeah,
then.
I hear they're very lovely, and they mowed your lawn the other day,
They did.
and
Ah.
whippity snipped.
They
Can-
did whippity snip.
Are these people we need to like meet? And
They
make
won't
friends
They
do
with?
it
sound
again.
lovely.
They
Yeah, they
definitely
sound
won't
lovely.
do it again because the lawn's large.
Okay.
Did
Yeah.
they say lovely things about the podcast?
They did. They very much enjoyed it, and they were surprised to see a version of Shani that they haven't seen before.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, that's surprising because
That's who you are? Yeah, great.
Yeah. I mean, I get it because like there's like the friend version and then like there's the family version.
But you didn't put on a front or you weren't pretending to be someone else.
She was facing front.
I'm facing the front.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Good.
Okay. Well, we got some fun questions, so I think we should go through them.
Are you starting?
No,
or am
you
I
can
starting?
start a question,
Okay.
I reckon.
Well, okay. Let me start a question. I would like to know the answer
To this
to
question.
this question.
This is going so well already.
What is your DJ name?
Ooh. I was about to expose a lot.
And then you stopped?
Because I'm really conscious now of people who are watching.
Because it's just like my parents are about to watch this.
You know what? It's fine because Shani's Shani. It's probably going to be DJ Serena because if you spell it right, it's Shani-Rae mixed up.
Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
that's like actually really clever.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yep.
So yours is hummus?
Hummus. Yeah.
Hummus.
DJ Hummus.
DJ
That's how
Hummus.
he orders his food.
I know. I know enough now that when I go to pick something up,
Yeah.
I ask before I get out of the car, what name
Yeah,
am I
did you
asking
use?
for? Correct, because I'm not sure. Hummus,
What are
Sanchez.
some other names? Sanchez?
Yeah, just-
There's been some other funny ones.
We got chips today from GYG and it had Andre on it. Was that you?
Yeah.
Just whatever name comes
Yeah.
up at the time. Yeah.
Andre.
Jeffrey?
No, I stole Andre's chips.
Oh, you stole Andre's
It's like
chips?
I forgot to order the second lot of chips. I was like, I stole it. No, I didn't do that.
Jeffrey?
Jeffrey.
Quite common.
Yeah, Jeffrey a lot.
Jeff,
And
yeah.
Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy. Yeah.
Jeremy's there.
Two common ones.
Jeremy.
Oh
my God,
I've got
I'm
a
gonna
question.
sneeze.
Okay, great.
So you're going to sneeze? Yeah. I like how we're all waiting to say pineapple.
I can't sneeze now. It's under pressure.
Does everyone know the pineapple thing?
Yeah, when you say pineapple.
No, I'm talking to the podcast people. So like people who listen to the podcast. Does everyone
We'll just
know?
wait. We'll wait.
We'll just wait for an answer.
If you don't, we'll come back and do it next time.
Yeah, exactly. Leave it in the comments if you know the pineapple thing. Link us the thing.
And those who say it isn't real are liars because I'm a sneeze sufferer and that shit's real.
Yeah. I piss Shani off a
it
lot.
upsets me.
Because she gets really upset that she's got an extra sneeze and I say pineapple.
Sometimes you really need the sneeze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really awkward.
And I'm a real bastard.
You really are. He does it to me all the time. I'm like, oh, I've almost been able to sneeze like 3 times and I'm actually going to sneeze and I
Yeah.
hear pineapple. I'm like, I just
Asshole.
correct.
Okay, talking about assholes. All right, so you said you were like really looking into this is a perfect segue.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so you were looking into Mercury in retrograde and how that's finishing up, and then there was moon signs. Is it moon signs? Is that what they're called? Moon signs?
Star signs?
Star signs.
Oh, my Lord.
Were you
Star
talking
signs.
about planetary movements?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably that.
Yep. I think it was planetary. And you were saying something about it's your villain stage.
I need to remember, like, James, like you mentioned one tiny snippet. And he's like, yoink, take that. That one tiny bit of conversation.
So what do you think your villain stage is going to be?
I don't know. So I follow the star signs, all of the things that are happening. The solar eclipse is creating a lot of shenanigans in the horoscope space. But my horoscope, so for the last like 13 years, I've been in this like acceptance phase of just like taking whatever comes to me, just accepting, regardless whether or not it's good, bad, whatever. For me, it's just like, yep, okay, that's what it is. I'm taking it. But now I'm entering into a villain stage apparently, and I don't know what that means.
Let's have some fun with this. What do you reckon it's going to mean? What's
just
going to be
hoping.
different about Shani?
Just hoping
We're just hoping.
that it's like I'm not like I can be an asshole, but like then like I'm funny or like I'm nice about it. I'm hoping that doesn't disappear and I'm just an asshole.
When are you nice about it? Okay, you're thinking the nice stuff's going to disappear.
I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means because I know that some people have said like the villain stage is just like no forgiveness, just like really looking out for yourself. and
Ruthless.
yeah.
I think I've seen villains that are nice as well, like from Despicable Me. You know the villain in that one? What's the villain's name?
Oh, Gru.
Gru.
Why do
He's
I
pretty
know
nice.
that?
So
I
are you
mean-
going to wear the jumpers with the
Scarf.
turtleneck?
I'm not a turtleneck gal.
Okay. Well, that's not the kind of villain you're going to be then. That's fair.
Not for me.
Um,
Okay. Are you in a villain stage also, Liz?
I've not looked into it. I'll come back to you next week. Do you feel like I'm in a villain stage?
Oh. Maybe.
Loaded question. When I think of just the ultimate villain stage, I just think of the Joker walking away from the hospital.
Yeah,
like that is
right.
just like doesn't turn back, just
Yeah.
enjoy.
Walking away from an
Just
explosion.
Peak villain.
Yeah, bad guys walk away from an explosion.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to do? You're going to burn down something?
I'm just gonna blow something up,
Yeah.
blow some shit up, and walk away and be like, well, whatever.
Yeah.
I think the Joker was in like a nurse outfit as well.
I'm probably not gonna do
More
that.
your style though than the turtleneck with the scarf.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
I think we're on the right track.
Okay, we'll get there.
I have a question.
Okay, good.
Okay,
Because I
great.
have my phone over here with the questions in it.
Yeah,
and
great.
I hadn't had it open. So I should probably go to your question first.
Probably.
And then I'll prepare myself for the next question.
Wonderful.
And that's how podcasting
Feel free to go
works.
ahead, listen. I'm listening.
If we reflect on the last episode, I think one of the best questions that we asked was around demonstrating your expertise in math.
Yeah, 144. Such a good answer. 144. That's how many basketballs would fit on
thing is-
this whole room.
But the thing is, nobody watching knows the context of the size of this room.
yeah, exactly.
They got it from his laughter. Really set the scene.
Yeah.
More than 144. So this is a little bit of math, but it's logic.
Oh man.
Yeah, I thought it was quite
You're
good.
good at this stuff.
Just think through it. It'll be
You
fun.
are.
So
Remember that test that Sean sent through to you? the IQ
the
test?
Children's IQ test that I failed.
You failed it?
Shut up.
same. It'll be
It
the same-
came
same
through
type
in
of stuff.
colours. Like, I thought red's good.
The audience finds this very hilarious.
So
Fine.
if 5 cats can catch 5 mice in 5 minutes, how long will it take 1 cat to catch 1 mouse?
1 minute.
That was so quick. Like, I could tell you used intuition then, right? You've
I
got
went with my gut.
Yeah.
Not 1 minute?
Not 1 minute.
5 cats to catch 5 mice
Yeah.
in
5
5 minutes.
Yeah.
How long would it take for 1 cat to catch 1 mouse?
Correct.
1 minute.
So let's play
it's
this
a
out.
fast mouse.
Let's play this out.
No, cat. Fast cat.
So for 5 cats,
Yeah.
for that to be true,
Yeah.
each cat
Yep.
caught a mouse in 1 minute
Yep.
and then waited, and then the next one went and caught a mouse.
Yeah.
So,
I see
or
where
do
I've
you
gone
think
wrong.
that the 5 cats were simultaneously finding the mouse, and it actually just takes 5 minutes to catch a mouse?
Oh, so it takes 5 minutes.
There we go.
Okay.
I'm actually with Shani here. I reckon one of the cats was better than the others.
Well, anyway,
That wasn't what I meant. Thank you.
my answer's correct. Do you have a question that
Oh, yes.
you were going to prepare that you haven't prepared?
Okay. I want to hear one of your most exciting stories that you have. It's one of the most exciting stories that you have in your whole life.
Why would you put me on the spot like this?
That's how podcasts work.
That's our icebreaker question.
We're going to judge you on how exciting the question is. So,
Yeah.
and
I
so is the
don't-
audience.
I
Please
don't-
leave in the comments how good
What's
the
our
story
scale?
was.
What's our scale? Can we
5.
use couch potatoes, please?
Couch potatoes.
5 couch potatoes. Thank you.
Oh, that's my phone. Phew.
She's like, sorry, I'm getting a call. I just have to take this.
The
Hello.
most exciting story.
Sorry, Domino's. No. I didn't order a pizza, but I'm happy to talk to you. Do you
Yeah.
have an exciting story for me?
I don't.
Have you done anything interesting in your life that you can share with us?
This is sad.
I mean, I birthed a child. That was pretty exciting. It was
Yeah,
pretty traumatic, but exciting.
Okay.
I have been snowboarding a few times. That's exciting. That's always a fun time.
Yeah.
But did you die?
I didn't. I did smash my knees on ice though, and like horribly bruised my knees.
Wow, that's exciting.
That was pretty terrible.
Yeah.
I was in Paris for my 21st because I lived in the UK.
Oh,
That's exciting.
that is fancy.
Yeah.
What did you spend the day doing? Vlogging.
No, just checking out reels on Instagram.
The Instagram wasn't.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, it wasn't a thing then. I'm that old. No, we spent the day walking around, sightseeing, and then in the evening went up the Eiffel Tower.
Oh,
Perfect.
very nice.
That's exciting.
Did you go to the Louvre?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
How long
that.
did you spend there?
At the Louvre?
Yeah.
Oh, the day?
The whole
Wow.
day at the
Oh,
Louvre.
no,
Louvre?
not the whole day. Not the whole day. Like maybe 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah, right.
Still a very long time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we were late to getting there. We took an
How
angry...
are you late?
Well, we
sessions?
were doing a lot of other things.
We fit a lot into a day while we
Yeah.
were
Oh, Lord.
getting
Okay.
around.
Yep.
And we got an angry taxi driver to it. And I think it was our last day in Paris. And we were
Yeah.
like, we'll have to squeeze this in. And we had maybe half an hour before it closed. So we
Right.
went in there and ran around.
We literally ran around and we saw as many things as we could. So we ticked off like the Mona Lisa first
Yeah.
and then we went and saw, was
Which
it
is,
David?
I must say, disappointing.
Oh,
it is.
yeah. Terribly disappointing.
It's tiny. There's so many people there too.
Yeah.
And they smell.
A4
Yeah.
size picture.
And then we just ran
It
around.
is an A4 size picture.
We-
Exactly.
We ran around and took as many selfies
So
with
uncultured.
Egyptian stuff.
artifacts that we could find
Did
for
you-
the rest of the half an hour. And then we
Actually,
left.
that's a fun fact there, like how many sphinxes they are.
Oh,
How many sphinxes they have.
sphinxes. Are you sure?
Sphinxes.
Is that what you mean?
No,
I don't think that's what you mean.
I don't think that's it.
Yeah, the cat things, the sphinxes.
Sphinx.
Sphinxes. Yeah.
Not sphincters. That's a thing. That's a body part. That's it.
Well, look, okay.
Okay.
It's near your poo valve.
I have a question for you that we could do to move things along.
Good.
I mean,
Change the
to be
subject.
fair, it may or may not be related. It depends what your preference is.
Oh no.
What are 3 things you would do if you're invisible?
To help you start with number 1.
This is a PG podcast?
No?
Oh.
Well, anything
Okay.
goes. It's fine. If you're invisible, what
Well,
would you
because
do?
we were on the topic before, the first thing that came to mind is stick my finger up people's bum, but then I'm like, no, you can't do that. Probably shouldn't do that.
And people are turning around like,
going,
what is that?
Who's doing that? But because I'm invisible, it's just a sensation, right? They're like,
Wouldn't you be afraid that someone would break your finger?
I'm invisible.
You still have a finger.
Yeah, but it's invisible.
Wouldn't you be afraid that they'd break your finger when they tensed
Nah,
up?
It's so fine. It's
You're
so
not
fine.
putting it inside. You're touching. You're literally touching the outside.
Yeah, I'm not going like up in.
Deep.
Oh my Lord.
You're literally touching
How
the
did I get through the pants?
Just be Shani running around invisible. You'd be able to see your finger.
Oh.
All right, number 2.
I'd probably spy on a lot of people and a lot of
Who would you
conversations.
choose?
Yeah.
Who would you
Yeah.
choose to spy on?
I would definitely probably do some like work spying, like
Yeah.
fly on the wall stuff for some conversations.
Yep.
I'd probably follow some people around for the day, just to see what they're
Like
up to, like
who?
some friends,
Oh yeah.
some
Just to
family.
see what they do.
Yeah, just to
Yeah.
see what they do. Yeah, just people watching.
Okay.
That would be number 2.
You know, you can just hold a newspaper up and they don't.
I
notice
people
you.
watch anyway, but I feel like the power of invisibility means I get to people watch longer and in more like weird areas. Like, I'm not saying I'm going to people watch people in the bathroom or something, but like,
What's a weird area?
I don't know, the gym. You can't just sit in a gym and just watch people.
That's weird.
There you go.
But if you're invisible, it's
not
still weird and no one can see you. Okay, what's number 3?
Number 3. Oof. I'd probably steal a lot of things
Yeah, okay.
just for fun.
How do you
Haven't-
carry it out though?
haven't really-
Like it can still be
It
seen.
just floats out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And people will be like, "Whoa, ghost!" Ah,
And you can make the noises.
you can hear me. Oh,
yeah,
no.
you're invisible. You're not silent.
Oh, right. Okay. So much sense.
Brilliant.
Okay, cool. Okay, different question.
Sorry, mum and dad.
This is brutal. Humans born naturally evil.
No,
Okay,
no,
so
So
it's not in their genes.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
all humans?
All
Are there
humans.
exceptions?
Yeah, I mean, I think there are humans that are born in circumstances that help create them to be more mentally unstable than others.
But do you think no one, if they're in the right circumstances, no one
Hitler.
would be
Sorry,
evil?
I just said Hitler out loud. But if,
I don't think he was born evil. He did evil things,
Yeah,
100%. But
do
I
you-
don't think he was born into born.
so
just,
if Mary Poppins was his mum,
Would he
he
still
could
be Hitler?
still have some kind of like mental illness.
that he was born with.
See,
Yeah,
this
but
is-
you can't. You don't want to like mental illness isn't evil.
Yeah, okay.
But sometimes people who
So-
have mental illness do bad things.
Okay, so Hitler, let's say Hitler has this mental illness. Is he evil?
He is evil because of the things that he did.
Okay.
So sociopaths.
Yeah.
You're born a sociopath.
This got real dark.
Yeah, it did.
And
Was it supposed to be a light
tickling
question?
bumholes to Hitler and Mary Poppins. This is really good. No, I appreciate that.
I choose to believe that
That's good.
because
I just can't get
That's
past.
how beliefs work.
yeah, I choose to believe people are not
Hitler's born to
born
Mary
evil.
Poppins. I just water time.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Do you
okay,
have any
great.
other questions or is that it?
No, that's it. That's my
it.
list.
Well, that's our questions. That's our first little bit.
I was
How long
thinking
did that
so
go
much
for?
You
Oh,
got
wow,
through
thanks.
it.
You did
Well
get
done.
through. That
Good
was
job.
actually a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was good.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
You're so
I
welcome.
loved it.
Let's move on to game time.
Game time.
game time already.
Yeah, and if you get through game time, we're going to get through to ghost stories.
Ooh,
So that'll be
and
fun.
Ouija boards.
And Ouija boards.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We're not doing one. Just to be
Are we
clear
not?
to your audience. Absolutely fucking not.
Oh, okay.
I haven't saged the house. I
We'll
haven't
just talk about
prepared.
it.
I'll bring it out later.
Okay, great.
No one could see anyone.
It's delayed.
Okay, we got the game time song, so we should probably sing that.
Game time. Game time.
Everyone can join in. Beck, do you want to join in? You can start. Oh, it's game time. Game time. Got a little bit of game time in you.
time. Oh,
Get
yeah.
your game time in your face, in your place. Yeah, it's game time.
I feel like you guys rehearsed that.
Welcome to the podcast. You're not Liz.
Yeah, I am.
She's a shapeshifter.
So everyone, this is Beck. Beck is actually going to join us on the podcast in a couple of weeks' time, so that is super exciting. Welcome everyone to Beck. I don't have a fancy intro for you guys yet,
That's
but
a shame.
I will have one for you by the time you get here.
I look forward to it.
Yes, but Beck is going to join us for Articulate, the game time section of this podcast. So what we're going to do, we're going to play Articulate, Beck versus Shani, and then Liz will come in, and it'll be Liz and James. It's not verse, is it?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I have no
did.
idea what's going on.
I said it wrong. I said it wrong.
Wait, are we a team? We're
I
a
don't
team.
know.
Yes,
Are
you
we?
guys are a team.
We're a
Okay,
team.
We're a team. Got it.
The plan is coming together. Everyone's confused. We will win.
We all win.
So Becca, Shani versus
We're
me
winners.
and Liz. So the idea is you have 1 minute. Have you got the timer? Yeah, cool. We've got 1 minute to do as many of those as possible. So basically there's a word on there. Beck is going to be trying to describe the word without saying rhyming or starting with. And
We're so
you're going to get as
screwed.
many as possible and then we're going to win. I mean, definitely going to win. All right, let's go. You ready? Liz, you want to count us in? Okay, sweet.
Okay.
All right, are you ready?
I'm so ready.
All right. Okay, go. These things fly, and it's something that
Plane.
you put them in. And they're an animal. And an animal that flies, and you put them in it.
Pigeon.
I really explained that really bad. An animal that flies, and you put it in it. You keep it in it.
Keep it in it.
You keep it in it. If you have like a budgie,
Yeah.
you keep it in a...
Cage.
Yeah, and it's called a...
Birdcage.
Yeah, oh my god. You use this to detangle your hair.
Detangler. Hairbrush. Brush.
Yeah. You write on this.
Notepad.
Paper.
Paper.
Simpler. Or you
Scrapbook.
flip through the... It's like
Notebook.
the bit of paper in a book. that
Page.
You write on. Yeah. You're really hot and you're... Oh, I can't gesture. You're really hot.
Fan.
And yeah. You walk down these in the eye. Oh, no.
Oh.
You put your food in this and you can make dips and you can crush ice and make smoothies.
Oh, so
fun time.
good.
Terrible.
So sorry.
Beck, I love that you called Shani hot twice. You're hot. You're hot. So
Thanks.
good. How much?
Sorry, hot.
It's so hot right now.
One was a cheat, I think.
How was it a cheat? Birdcage.
Oh, no, aisle doesn't count because I said
Nah.
aisle. So that would only be 4. Sorry
4.
about that.
Nice. Some of them were
That's so
tricky ones.
condescending. Nice.
You did
Yeah.
so well, but I'm
a
gonna
real
beat you.
bastard.
Now watch the real people play.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us, Beck.
Thanks for having me at such short notice.
I hope we win, but it was a really good job that what you did.
Yeah, I hope you win too.
Yeah.
Do I get to read the next ones?
No.
Is that how this works?
No. You don't get to read anything.
Oh, okay. Your time is done.
Your time is Hey, there's Liz.
Oh yeah, I want to put a timer on.
Great.
Okay, cool.
I want to put a timer on. Please hold. I'm putting a timer on. How long?
A minute.
Is that it?
1 minute. 1 single minute.
Oh, this is going to be good. I feel it in my loins,
In your loins.
in my loincloth.
I wouldn't be wearing a loincloth or a shiny.
All right, you got your timer?
Is that yes or no?
Yep.
Yeah.
Playing songs.
I'm trying to make it.
1 minute.
I'll go when the first question starts.
Okay, great.
DJ Shiloh over here.
Serena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Should I start now?
Oh fuck! Now I got to start again.
And go. New York. It's something you put in your mouth. And,
It's pizza.
and
It's a hot dog.
Hold up, and you put cream cheese on it.
I don't know. It's a Philly cheesesteak.
You
It's
put
a-
cream cheese on it and ham, and we.
Oh, it's a bagel.
Yes. It's a tiny boat, and you get it in Ningy.
It's a dinghy.
Yeah.
That's a rhymes with.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. Sorry.
God.
Okay, so you would sleep on this. You'd have
mattress.
your guests sleep on this.
Blow up mattress.
And
Blow up airbed.
And hold up, and you wouldn't always have it look like this. You'd fold it out.
Or a Murphy bed.
It's not a Murphy. It's a.
What?
The one that comes out of the wall.
What do you go sit on? It's not the lounge.
The
it's
couch?
It's American word.
I don't know. The couch? The
Lita do Mary, whatever it is.
So far.
Sofa.
Sorry.
That's it.
We failed. How did you not know sofa? Sofa bed.
Maybe you didn't give good enough clues.
I feel like I was set up then. Congratulations.
Well done,
Beck and
guys.
Shani nailed it with 4.
Well done.
Wow. I
How
feel
do you
so
guys
sad
feel?
right now.
I mean, I feel fine. I think I did a really good job. I didn't do a rhymes with, so I'm only as good as the clues I'm given.
That's so fair.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it shows a real good sportsman when they when they take ownership.
it does. Anytime you're ready.
Yeah, that's that's good. We're having a good time. All right, well that's good. We've got this is the first time someone's beaten us.
It is, and it was in real life. So
Oh my God.
It was in real life, and the other ones weren't in real life.
yeah, they were virtual. They were in person.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to win, you should bring someone to attend.
Yeah, in person.
yeah.
Okay, great. Let's
feel
move on to
really
the
good
next
about
bit. Let's go down the rabbit hole.
Down
Okay.
the rabbit hole. Let's
Down
go.
the rabbit hole.
I'm going down.
Down.
Let's go.
Down. Woo! Getting that energy back, yeah. Getting that energy back. Doesn't even match the music at
It
all, does
doesn't.
it?
No, not at all.
No, it's like sad
chill.
music.
It's like, hey,
Hey,
and you're like,
we're here. Woo!
well, we're
He's
back.
DJ
going
Ouija in the
all
house.
over this.
Yes.
That was so many words my mouth couldn't wrap my.
What was it?
I was trying to
You're
say
woo-girling.
woo-girling all over this, but my mouth couldn't wrap around the words.
Yeah, and then it did.
And then it did.
It's amazing.
Yep.
It really is. So what are we talking about, Liz?
Well, I'm excited because I feel like we went through a lot of topics last time you were here. So
Yeah.
I'm excited
Oh,
for
okay.
how we carry on from that because we covered a lot of ground
So
last
much
time.
ground.
We did. There
are
was
we-
up and down.
Are we continuing with the same things?
I
or
think
we...
we'll cover off a couple of things maybe.
Okay.
So we brought up the up and down thing. The up is
Yeah.
down, down is up thing.
Don't have a lot more aside from that.
Yeah. Well, we talked about that on your mum's podcast.
did.
That's what and that's
Yeah.
what you were
I love
talking
that
about.
one. I need to have a good chat with your mum.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. We'll
That would
tee
be
that up.
great.
We'll
Let's
tee
tee
that
that
up.
up. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll talk to your people.
We'll
Yep.
organise that. Great. And then some other sort of chats come off the back of it because we brought up deja vu.
Yes.
Yeah, deja vu. So deja vu, I think we were talking about deja vu being like the memories from another lifetime that you've had,
Yeah.
right? That's what we're talking about?
Well, didn't we also talk about alternate reality?
Alternate reality.
Alternate
Yeah.
realities, yeah.
And we also talked about the Matrix.
Yes, we did.
So there
Because there was a
three.
cat.
yeah,
Yeah.
the cat, the cat.
The cat. The cat was actually on the thumbnail too, just so everyone's aware of the thumbnail.
Oh, wow, that explains the cat.
Yeah, that's the cat. That's why there was a cat down there.
I didn't know there was a cat there.
Yeah.
Okay, no,
Did you think, oh,
don't know.
Shani's just wearing a witch hat. Let's give her a cat.
I don't
Like
know.
that?
Yeah,
wearing a witch
exactly.
No, it wasn't.
I didn't realize, but
I was wearing
that
a
makes
hat.
a lot more sense.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Okay. Great.
Anyway, off the back of the deja vu stuff, there was some other thoughts that came off the back of that. And one of it's like a theory around like reincarnation and stuff like that.
Okay.
Which is pretty exciting. So, yes, it is a memory from a previous life that flashes back to you. But the idea of this theory is we're all juvenile higher beings.
Okay.
Yeah. We're all juvenile higher beings.
So every single one of us is a baby god.
Baby God.
Baby God.
Baby God. Okay?
Juvenile high being baby
Yeah,
god.
baby
I mean,
god.
I'm a baby god.
Yeah. So we come into the world and we have to learn all of the life's decisions before we can progress to be a, I don't know, higher being.
Okay.
An adult God.
Adult God.
So is this like
Adolescent.
the training? Is this the training simulation
Yeah,
that we
for-
go through over and over again?
For gods.
And what is deja vu?
So deja vu, the idea is you learn only so much in one lifetime that you have to come back multiple times and every single person is actually you.
Reincarnation, not deja vu. Reincarnation.
But
But
deja vu is when you're thinking of something
That you've already
that
thought
you've
of.
already
yeah, okay.
thought
yeah.
of in that moment in time or
So
seen.
you come back as yourself every time. Is that what you're saying? So every time you come back as you?
No,
is that what
I
you
am
mean?
you.
So
There's only so many
There's me,
baby
Yeah.
gods.
and you are me,
Yeah.
and you are me.
I could be. So the idea is there's a few or not as
Right.
many, but they come down multiple times because outside of the universe, time doesn't exist. You know
It's
what I mean?
construct. Okay, so what you're saying is there's like however many millions of people on Earth. Great, we've got 1,000 baby gods at the moment.
Yeah.
And they are in play in multiple different forms at any one time, learning and growing and understanding more. Is that right?
Understanding the meaning of life that they created, and then they get to progress into their own universe.
Interesting. What's your thoughts on that?
I struggle a little bit with it because it doesn't make sense to me how like there's only so many baby gods,
Yeah.
but so many people. Like how are we all just
Yeah, time doesn't matter though.
No,
Yeah.
I know, but like we're all together at the same section of life.
Yeah, but they've
Yeah.
lived it already.
I think if I understand anything about capitalism, if you can get more, right, if you can get more done at one time, just get it done. But multiple things happening at the same time, because that's kind of what it is. Like you could wait and play out each thing one after another, or do you have multiple things going at any one time to kind of speed up this process, and get them onto higher beings faster?
We're stuck on time. It's like time doesn't matter though.
No, it doesn't matter. But
They've done it. They've reversed time, jumped into another body, and that's them again.
what happens to the body that they hop out of?
It's still there because that's how time
Who's
works.
in it?
Them
Oh,
of another time
on a different timeline.
in the same timeline.
Because time doesn't matter.
Time doesn't matter outside it. They can just start again whenever
My
they
brain's
want.
We've
not
gone too
hurting.
deep. We've gone too deep. This is too complex for me right now.
Okay. Well, you know, there was that, and then the other great thing that came out of my mind was the okay. So we were talking about multiple realities,
Yep.
and how like multiple realities is where deja vu comes from, and that's where I went down the rabbit hole of mental disorder, like multiple personality disorder. What if someone with multiple personalities is actually switching between personalities in an alternate universe? Yeah.
Do you know?
Imagine.
Imagine.
I
Imagine all the people.
kind of like that because it also means they're doing something else in the meantime.
Yeah.
Do you like when they're not here, they're present in their own form? Do you
In
know
another-
somewhere
yeah.
else?
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I reckon,
kinda like
I reckon
that-
that could be a thing.
They have this central tie together.
Yeah.
But they're all in different. It also accounts for like the different ages that they could be, the different ways that they present.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite interesting. I like that.
Yeah. I reckon it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I think they're the key to unlocking alternate universes. I'm not saying go cut off someone's head and study
they're
their
not a
brain or
physical-
anything.
Their
They're not a physical
We
key.
need to. No, they're not a physical key. We're not going to pick them up and put them in the keyhole and turn them and hold your
Nor-
arms like this. Like,
Nor do I think that we should recreate the circumstances which those people have gone under in
No.
order
No.
to create
End up
this.
with that.
But it really reframes the experience that they have into a completely different light.
yeah, it's a superpower.
It is a superpower.
Yeah.
It is a superpower. That's a really cool thing.
Yeah, I reckon we need to talk to these people.
Okay.
Not me, like a professional.
Not just like random Joe Blow. Just like,
How are you doing this?
They're just there and then they come in.
Yeah.
If you know someone, can you go and ask them?
I reckon I'm onto something there. So if anyone's thought of this theory before, you have not. It's mine. Okay, so those were the sort of some of the things that came off the back of your podcast originally. There were a lot of other comments made. Some were, I hope I haven't offended any blind people, and did any blind people type any comments in, which they didn't, so that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought we'd talk about some other fun stuff.
Okay.
Which is kind of scary stuff as well. we alluded to this at the really start of the podcast, but I think we should talk about maybe a little bit of ghost stories.
How's this tie in with our theme that we've had going?
Conspiracy
Theories, like, are ghosts actually real?
Okay. Are they real?
We didn't even answer the question. Shani's like, yes, obviously.
We're done. Let's go to the next segment. Like, we don't even need to.
I think this is a great time to tell some ghost stories.
Let's just get a consensus. So you're like 100% yes,
Spiritual
absolutely.
world thing,
Great.
not to be messed with. It's there.
Your thoughts?
From like thinking from a science perspective, I think that science doesn't understand enough of that kind of stuff yet.
Yep.
They're not at that level to understand it.
Yep.
And they, if you go back to the 1600s and you talk about some of the stuff that we know now, they would think that
that's ridiculous.
It's heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
It's not. It's magic.
Yeah.
So
well, they
I think
couldn't believe germs existed.
germs exist.
Yeah. That was just too far beyond their realm of
they
possibility.
used to drain people of their blood because they thought that blood carried every disease.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they used to.
Yeah.
They used to get rid of everybody. If you were sick, they'd drain blood from you.
Yeah.
I
They'd
know.
like use leeches and stuff as well.
Yeah, you wouldn't have wanted to be around in the 1800s.
What about the cocaine though in the cough syrup?
For that, maybe.
Yeah. But they didn't believe that. So people would doctors would cut up dead bodies and stuff.
Yeah.
And then go to deliver babies. And then they were having really high rates of infections and things like that.
Wonder why.
And they didn't create they couldn't. And someone said you need to wash your hands, and they defied it, and they said no, it doesn't exist. That can't possibly be a thing.
Yeah.
There is no link.
Wow.
Until it was actually proven that there is something beyond what you can see.
That guy was in the 1700s, and he got a Nobel Prize for science in the 1900s.
Yeah.
He was dead,
Yeah.
and he got it.
And he was the
He's
laughing
not even
stock.
going to know. Well, I mean,
Nah,
he might,
he was
but
the
like-
laughing stock.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he was one of the first data analysts kind of people, because he was taking notes on
He followed them around.
survival rates of
Yeah.
patients, and those that actually did wash their hands, and those that didn't. And he found that people that did wash their hands. Yeah. Anyway, we've gone on a bit of a tangent already.
Nothing to do with ghosts.
Yeah. Ghost stories. Yeah. Ghost stories. Let's talk about Nobel Prizes. Definitely
Medical conspiracy theories.
Definitely down a Warren hole. A Warren hole.
A Warren.
Warren.
All right. So your view is science doesn't understand.
Science doesn't understand
That's how
it
we
yet.
got there. Right?
Yeah. So I think there is something to it, and I think it is true. I think there's something that's. I think it's something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In the way that it's energy that can't be measured yet. Is that your feeling on what it can't be yet?
Potentially. Like they haven't even figured out how gravity works. They know what gravity is. They haven't figured out how it works. It could be anything. Like there's string theory, which is vibration.
Yeah.
And vibrations, there's a lot of talk about vibration in like all kinds of spiritual kind of
You can
mediums.
operate at a higher vibration as a human.
Yeah. So I think there's stuff to that.
Yeah.
But and I'm not saying scientists. I don't think everyone has it right yet. I think talking about star signs is only halfway there. You know what I mean? It's like we only understand the effects of something. We don't understand how it works. So, yeah. But I think there's something there. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Ghost stories? You believe it? Do you believe them?
I don't necessarily believe all ghost stories
Okay.
that I hear. I don't necessarily think that. I think there are a lot of people, when we talk about conspiracy theories around ghost stories, I think there are a lot of people, maybe especially in America, that are trying to profit from fake,
100%.
like fake versions of trying to get rid of things in houses and things like that, and using materials that I don't think are actually true to measure things that aren't there. I think that is one of the things I have a really big problem with. Like, I don't think you can necessarily say something bad has happened in this house and then I can measure that necessarily and then take actions to remove. I just don't think that is a science that we have enough information about, maybe. And they're kind of claiming, this is all good. I just think it's a little bit more complex than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
But you
cool.
believe the spiritual realm exists?
I believe that I have had experiences that mean that I can't say that there isn't anything else. Like, there are things
It makes you question.
Well, there are things I don't understand and experiences that I have had that mean that I can't say there is nothing because what I've personally experienced says otherwise.
Okay, let's not beat around the bush.
Yeah.
Let's start talking stories.
Okay, great. Would you like to go first?
Yeah, sure. So I had a friend, Tabler, back in the day, and I stayed over at his place. a
Wait,
couple
when
times.
you tell a ghost story, aren't you supposed to like
with the
lean
light
and whisper
and
and the
stuff.
light? Yeah, do we have a torch so we
under
can tell a
your
ghost
chin.
story?
Yeah, no. So he would always, whenever he walked past the front door, it was one of those like grated doors looking things, the fly screen with the grate on it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'd walk past it and there'd be a lady with a cat there. Yeah, multiple times.
Just standing in
Just
front of the
standing
door.
at the front door.
At his front door of his house.
Yeah.
I just saw it.
Wow.
I know, right? Does it give you the goosebumps? Yeah.
Wow.
The ghost bumps.
Ghost bumps?
Well,
That's what it is.
When I would wake up at a period of time in our old house, which by the way is in the same location where our new house is,
Okay.
I would wake up and in the corner, and it wasn't only that at this house though, but there was a lot of experiences at this house where there would be a man standing in the corner of the room and he would walk towards me.
Ooh.
And I was awake. So that was disturbing,
Yeah.
let's say.
Okay.
Yep.
What a fun time.
Have you got any ghost stories?
Yes. So one time that's like really probably stuck with me is I was down in Byron on a friend's birthday trip. We rented a house, went down to Byron, and as soon as we drove in the driveway, I was like, "No,
You just had a feeling.
there's something. I'm not happy. No." And I didn't voice it to my friends at the time because I was like, if I say something, I don't want it to then influence how they feel. We're here for a fun weekend. We're going out. We're partying. We're like 19. You know, it's fine. Everything is fine. It's just you're being paranoid, Shani. First night, I think it was, we came back to the house. Full disclosure, I'd had a couple of drinks, but I don't feel that played any part. So somehow, by some kind of luck, which I don't feel was lucky at all,
Some kind of really bad luck.
really bad luck, I had managed to get the only room with like the queen bed, and everyone else was sleeping in the other room with the bunk beds. So my first thought was like, what the fuck's wrong with me? Like, why is no one sleeping in here?
Oh.
But that whole night, so I woke up some ungodly hour, I don't know, 3 a.m. And I was like, I can hear something. Like, there's someone out on the street. And what it was the sound of like a shopping trolley. You know when it's going over like tiles
Gravel
or
and
gravel?
stuff, yeah.
It makes that.
Yeah.
It was the sound of a trolley being pushed up and down the hallway directly outside my door the whole night, like just going up and down, up and down.
Did you go out there and have a look?
Fuck, no. I didn't leave my bed. I was like pulling the covers up. And then throughout the night, I felt like the side next to my bed got really heavy, as if someone like sat down next to me. And I was just like, just let me close my eyes and pray this night like ends soon. And the next morning I got up and I'm like, hey, did you guys hear this noise? And they were like, no, we were knocked out. Like, we didn't hear a thing. And I was like, six.
Did you stay in that room again the next night?
I sure did.
Wow. But you drank it just a little bit more, so you didn't wake
I
up?
had drunk less, and the wardrobe door opened while I was sleeping in the bed, and I was like, "Yep, something here doesn't want us here, and that's totally fine. But this is where I've got to sleep for the night." So
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any stories like that, Liz? Like similar, like very similar stories to that one?
Yeah, but it wasn't at Byron Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in Sydney. What was a fun work trip where was a really cool location is Q Station in Sydney. And we arrived, and it's the original quarantine station of where coming into Sydney when people were ill, and I think there was Spanish flu and things like that. So people were housed there to kind of wait out these illnesses, and as they first arrived in the country to make sure that they were healthy. So there was some hospital areas and things like that. So we went there for a work function, and then found out when we were there that we were also staying there the night. And then at that point in time found out that they actually do ghost tours in that location. Yeah, so we all made a pact at that point in time. We looked over, there was a couple of girls that were like, white.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, no one look at anything. No one look anything up.
Yeah.
Like, let's just make a pact. We're just going to get through this. It'll be completely fine.
Yeah.
So go out our day. Beautiful location. Like, you're overlooking the harbour. Like, you can see all of Manly. You can see Sydney. It's beautiful and tranquil. It's on the side of a hill. Lovely. All the buildings are all heritage listed. Like, everything is like original and you know, kept really well. And we got through the day and we went to our respective beds, and as we were all separated in different zones because there was like different buildings all the way around the side of this hill. And I was in a group with two other ladies, two more on the next building and then two more. And we thought we were doing pretty well because we'd been told, someone who worked there had said, oh, all you want to make sure is you're not near the hospital building because if you can imagine, by the time if you were kept in the hospital, not great. That's the most haunted building. And we'd had a look at the map and the hospital building was way down the hill. So we thought we are good to go. So off we go to our beds. I couldn't get to sleep. I kept the TV on for a while. I had my iPad on for a little bit. I finally got to sleep, and it felt like I was asleep for like a few minutes, and I woke up because someone sat on my bed. Well, there wasn't anyone there. And so my iPad was still going, and I was just trying to watch Gilmore Girls and just pretend it wasn't happening so I could move on with my life, so I could try and get some type of sleep.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't get to sleep that night, and the next morning I felt really ill, and we'd all agreed to get up and go for a walk. So we all meet out the front, and I said, did anyone get any sleep last night? Like, I didn't sleep very well. I was going to tell them like I had this thing sit on my bed, and everyone was like, no. And the two other girls in my building, one heard ship bells going all night. She went outside her room at one point, there was no sound. And she went back in and she could hear it. Oh, no. And the other one, her TV, she turned it off and it would go on. And she turned it on, she left it on, and it would flick off.
That's my worst nightmare ever.
Yes.
Far out, Brussels sprout. Not okay.
So we then walked down the hill a bit and we met with the other two ladies that were staying in the next building, and they were like, I don't know, I just could not sleep. Something wasn't right. And then as we go down the hill a bit, we walked past this building that has a tombstone out the front of it, which is really weird. And we're like, that's strange. Anyway, we didn't think much of it. But I was unbelievably sick. I had a massive headache I couldn't get rid of. I thought, I just haven't slept very well, whatever. We have breakfast. We get ready. And this is like at the bottom of the hill. We drive all the way up to the top and we wait up there, and I got an Uber. Pardon me. And as soon as I got in an Uber and we were off the area, I didn't have a headache anymore and I didn't feel sick. And then I Googled.
No.
Because I was like, I'm safe now and I'm allowed to Google.
I'm safe now.
And the location where that house was that had the tombstone out the front is actually the place that they see the most ghosts, and it is the most haunted location because this is where the gravedigger used to live.
No.
Yes.
So crazy.
I don't think you could pay me to sleep somewhere like knowingly that's haunted. Like, I'd just have to be like,
Nope.
Sorry, got to stay somewhere else.
Nope, thank you.
Yeah.
The belief is too strong that it's just, I wouldn't.
Well, I thought I was going to have no problems. And individually, we thought that everyone else had no issues. And one lady was Googling, like, how do I get, where else can I stay in Manly?
Yep.
And the one with the ship bells. And she was like, I physically couldn't sleep all night. But because you had to leave the building and you had to travel so far just to be able to get off the location,
Yeah.
she was like, I'm going to be outside by myself wandering around in the dark.
Yes,
Like,
screw that.
what's my options here?
Yeah.
So we all ended up making it through the night, and we gave some feedback that maybe people they shouldn't stay there for
probably
work functions
No.
anymore.
Yeah.
So they've taken that on board.
Yeah, good.
So
Ay,
freaky.
ay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Not all ghost stories are scary.
No. Have you
No.
got some others?
I have one other that comes to mind very, very quickly because it happened recently. So my grandfather passed recently in December. Very well loved amongst all the family. He was like the man, the head of the family. And we used to have all of our cousins. There's a lot of us. I want to say 16. I'm probably wrong, but there's a lot of us.
You're not the best at maths, so we'll
I'm
let
not
you
the
off
best
on
at
that.
maths, no.
It's 5, but it seems like a lot.
We used to have this little rhyme that he made up for us to say whenever we, wanted something, if we wanted to go for a walk, if we wanted to go play, or we wanted to, have a treat or something. We'd say, "Dear darling granddad, I love you. You are the best granddad in the whole wide world. Dear darling granddad, I love you." And we'd finish it with what we wanted. He passed, and my son had met him a few times. There's a couple of photos with him, but like my son's only 3, so not a great deal to do with him. The day that he passed, we knew that it was coming soon. But the morning that he passed, because it was before Christmas, I sat down at the table and I was like, yep, we're going to write a letter to Santa, write down all the things that you want, make the wish list. And so he sat down with a pen and paper, and the first thing he said was, "Dear darling granddad."
Ooh.
He doesn't know those words. And I was like, what did you just say? And then half an hour later, my dad called me and was like, Granddad passed about half an hour ago. And I was like, I couldn't even be mad because he came to say goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
But
really
so-
cute, isn't it?
Yeah. Like the fact that he said, and it's like he said it once more. He said, Granddad, last night when my parents were over, he
Yeah.
was like pointing at a photo. He was like, Granddad. I'm like, what? That's not Granddad. But he doesn't say the word Granddad because my dad isn't Granddad
Okay.
to him.
Wow.
So yeah.
Yeah, right.
They're not all scary, but like
No,
I don't mess with that side too much.
I definitely don't. I mean, I've got not necessarily great experiences from people, but I mean, I think we talked about dreams last time.
Yeah.
And so just not long after we moved into this house, I had a dream about my dog that I had for 13 years. It was like my best bud, and she, in my dream, came exactly as she was as a puppy and was like, show me around your house, like give me a tour. And it was super exciting. And not long after that, I think, just after we got the girls, I think it was.
Yeah.
And the window in the bathroom was shut, but I have a photo of her up there, like a really big photo.
Yeah.
And it fell over when I was in the bathroom and the girls were in there together. And so there's things like that I
Yeah.
think are just like,
Yeah,
they're nice.
little
Like
nudges.
nice moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
James is like, no,
Feels
not at all.
good moments.
Yeah. There are nice moments.
Miss our papas.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. So that's some fun, good stories. It got a little bit scary, got a little bit nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cute.
And a whole bunch of stuff we don't really know a lot about.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unexplainable.
Yeah. Talking about unexplainables though. Tangents. Ouija boards.
Sorry, I didn't think I understood you correctly.
Please say it again.
Ouija boards. You know the Ouija boards?
Is that how it's spelled?
Yeah. That's exactly how it's spelled. The
Was that
Ouija board.
the original pronunciation of it?
100%. You tell me if I'm wrong.
OU.
Yeah. Ouija board. No,
You
so
sound
for,
like Moira Rose. Oh, Jaboard.
yeah. So the Ouija board is, everyone knows the Ouija board is to do with the spiritual world. We don't know. We don't know what. We don't know how it works. Shit's Creek. And we don't know how it works, but there's some
spirits.
pretty cool stories around it, right?
I mean, I maybe have a different view on it.
Okay. What's your view on it?
My view is it was created as a board game.
Okay.
I'm not laughing at the view.
Yeah, it was created as a kid's board game.
As a kid's board game.
Absolutely. It was created as a board game.
To do what?
To pretend that you were speaking to.
okay.
Like
Yep,
it was supposed to be like a piece of fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Have I ruined your story? Sorry.
No. Because that's what a lot of people think, because it is patented by Mattel.
Yeah, correct.
It is painted
It's a
as
licensed
a toy.
board game.
Yeah, it is a licensed game.
Do you disagree? Do you have other history on it?
Well, no, that's just why people think that it's just a game, because someone patented it.
Yeah, correct.
As a game, and it went through a bunch of people too, and now Mattel own it.
Yeah.
And Mattel's obviously known for being a games thing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but
There's
it's
a part of me, though, that questions that patent
yeah.
in the sense of, did they do that to make it seem more friendly?
Oh,
Yeah.
like as in it, so it's not
Dangerous.
So it's not
Yeah,
a
it's
use.
not a
It's not
game.
or witchcraft or anything like that. It's just a fun,
Yeah,
innocent
look, you
thing
can play
that
me
you can
too.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. So what's your experience with it then?
So the only experience I have, which is no experience, is because last time we spoke about the fact that my nan worked with me for a long time when I was really young to get into like the spiritual side of things. One of the things she said to me was, "Don't ever do a Ouija board." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Like, I'm a teenager. I'm probably going to do it, whatever." And she was like, "Don't ever do it. If you do it with me." And when she said do the Ouija board with her, I was like, oh, okay, it's probably not something I should mess with. And I've never messed with it because soon after that, my parents told me their story, and my dad's in particular stuck with me, mostly because it's coming from my dad as well. So it was kind of like it was a group of guys. And
Maybe less likely to
I don't know, like they'd be more to G it up and try and prove it wrong kind of thing.
Yeah.
They all had a Ouija board and they all took turns taking their finger relatively off the glass to stop it from moving around. And there was 2 incidents that probably stick out the most clearest to me. In one occasion, the glass swept over the board and knocked everything off the board, and they weren't touching it.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the other one, they were talking to a spirit. They're like, "Oh, is there any spirits here?" And it was like, "Yes." And I think they progressed a few more questions, and then they asked, "Where are you looking at us from?" And there was this huge mirror sitting behind one of the guys, and it said, "The mirror." And so they all were like, "No," and like, yeah. So I was like, you know what? I believe in the spiritual side of things, and there's some things that I don't want to mess with. And unfortunately, with Ouija boards, they can be a fantastic way to potentially get in touch with someone that you want to, or just to learn. But at the same time, you don't know who you're calling through.
Yeah.
You have no control over it.
You don't.
Yeah.
And unless you understand how to, sage your house properly to try and cleanse the house, or, remove a spirit. And I don't even know how to do that properly. Like, you don't know what you're inviting into your home. I had a friend that lived a few doors up from me while we were in high school, and he would we'd catch the bus directly outside his house on his driveway, and he'd frequently tell us stories of the night before when plates would go flying off the wall, or his guitars that he had hung along the wall would drop down, or like the fly screens would pop out or get cuts in them because they had something in the house.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, nah.
It's just not worth the risk, is it?
No. Oh
It's
my
just-
God, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So there is a bunch of little stories about it too, and they've been made into movies. So the Exorcist is one of them. So the girl in The Exorcist, she was supposed to have used the Ouija board, and she got possessed by someone, and
That's enough for me.
yeah, that actually was inspired by a true story, like a real life story, where a kid was using a Ouija board and went crazy. Now the head thing didn't happen, the famous
yeah.
turn around
Yeah.
head thing. But
But to make it look good in film.
Yeah. But he started talking in guttural, like
like
Latin
Yep.
that he'd never spoken before.
Wow.
And he would like spit and stuff like that. No levitating or anything like that. But he'd completely different child and stuff like that.
when you talk about it though, can you see all of that?
Yeah, I know,
It's
right?
awful. Like I
So have you
visuals.
used a Ouija board?
I haven't used a Ouija board.
Yeah, no, neither have I.
No.
I think
Shani said I couldn't bring one along.
Oh,
And
absolutely
she said,
not.
even talking about it, I need to sage your house.
Yeah,
Well-
I have not saged the house.
so. This is the thing, right? And this is where the whole energy thing for me is probably the part that we don't know enough about, and that kind of stands out to me, right? So I was
It's
talking
like
to
we're learning tiny little bits of something that does something, and
But
then
we
we don't know what the rest of it
No.
does. Yeah.
So I was talking to one of the ladies who I work with, and she just had an open house. By the way, side note, not relevant. In Western Australia, they call them, instead of open homes, they call them home opens.
Home
What?
opens.
Home opens.
Get it
'Cause
together.
Home
Home-
opens.
Where's your backpack?
I was about to say because
first?
we're opening our home, but no, it's home.
Because
Home
the
open.
home's open.
The home's open.
Anyway, moving on. It's not relevant.
That's wrong.
But anyway, she had an open home, correct?
Yeah.
And they ended up having, over the course of 2 days, 150 people through. Now, on the first day, I
That
think they had
seems like a lot.
70. Yeah. They had about 70 people through, and she went to bed and was all fine. Things were looking really good, like really positive. But then she just couldn't, she was wide awake and could not, woke up in the middle of the night, could not get back to sleep, and just was wired with energy that was not her energy. And she'd obviously had 70 people through the house. And so I was like, she's like, one, I need to do this first thing in the morning just so I can be okay. And two, when the next group of people come through, after that next 80 people come through, I'm also saging my house again so I can sleep tonight.
Yeah.
Just like other people's energy in they've actually proven that you can sense someone else's energy.
Yeah. 100%, yeah.
They've proven that you can sense someone else's emotions between a piece of fabric. So if you are close enough and you can sense that, why does it not make sense that there is some other energy outside of physical beings being here that could interrupt that or make changes to that?
Yeah.
Well, I even said to you a couple of weeks ago, it was probably a couple of months ago now, at work, we were walking somewhere and I was saying that I had all this like energy in my body and it wasn't mine. I couldn't figure out where it was coming from and it was just, I just couldn't get rid of it. I couldn't move it out of my body. Normally because I get a lot of energy through my body, I either move or I like stand up or I walk around. I talk a lot. That's how I expel a lot of my energy. But yeah, this energy
Didn't feel like yours.
no, it didn't feel like mine. It felt like
Just
something
hanging
else.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you saying something about some guy that you used to go to school with or something like that, and you said this person randomly felt like his energy at some stage. Was that thing?
Oh, yeah.
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 And you kept saying this guy was inside you,
Yeah.
which was very entertaining.
It was
Shani's
him. It was him.
parents, I'm sorry. Like, I'm so sorry.
It was his energy.
Yeah.
Energy. I haven't seen him in years, but I just felt like he'd like taken over my body and his energy somehow. But I haven't seen him in years. I don't know how. But
Yeah,
yeah.
it's so strange.
Astral projection.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
Maybe
Maybe.
we talk about that another time.
Maybe he was pushed into another universe or something, and then his universe came back into this world, and where he was in that universe
Crossover.
crossed over to where you were in this universe.
Damn.
So wild. Anyway, another fun story, and I think this is fun. There was a lady called Pearl Curran. So she claimed that she used the Ouija board, so the story about this person is she wasn't very creative kind of person, and she started using the Ouija board and she started talking to a spirit that was very creative, and she ended up writing books and won a lot of awards for her books.
Wow.
Yeah. And then the last fun fact is the rock star who was reincarnated as a witch from the 1700s and is now the lead singer, Alice Cooper.
That's not quite what Google said.
Oh, okay. What did Google say?
Google said he was using a Ouija board and it suggested the name Alice Cooper.
Yeah, and Alice Cooper was apparently a witch.
Yeah.
And he was a witch or something, reincarnated.
A witch.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know if it said anything about that.
But you read it up. Read it up,
Yeah.
and if you find it in somewhere, you put it in the comments.
said
Say,
it was-
wow, James was right.
It chose
For
it because
once.
it sounded innocuous and wholesome and in humorous contrast to the band's image and music.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good.
Reincarnated witch. Tick.
All right. Well, that was a fun little down the rabbit hole.
It was.
Let's move on and wrap this thing up.
Okay.
Boom.
Go.
Ah. This is the end. Oh, look at Callie. What a cutie. Such a cutie,
Giving
Callie
me
is.
cuddles, so I thought I'd
She
bring her
is a
out.
cutie.
Yeah.
She's
She's the
gonna fall
best.
asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, sleepy girl. Anyway, thanks.
No, I'm not. I'm wide awake, Dad. Shut
Thanks
up.
so much for joining us, Shani, again for another episode. It
I've
was
had
always
a
a bit
really
of fun.
fun time.
I hope it wasn't too painful for you.
Absolutely not.
No, it was a good
No,
fun.
I think it's going to be more painful for anyone who knows me and watches this.
The
You're
finger
welcome.
the finger part is the best bit, for sure, for sure. And thank you to our live audience and Beck for joining us for game time. Absolutely amazing.
Well done.
And cannot wait to have you on the podcast with your partner Ben. That'll be exciting in the next couple of weeks. Thanks for everyone's patience with our patience. Oh, I wasn't finished yet. We had a little bit of break over the Easter period, obviously. So thank you for your patience while waiting for that. Yeah, patience getting through this episode. You're like, haha, people don't get to this part of the episode. Patience. No. Thank you so much again for everyone watching. Make sure you go onto our Instagram because we're going to start doing a lot more of those stories where we ask questions about stuff and start talking about that on the podcast.
Yeah, we're all out of ideas, so if you guys could put some...
I got plenty of ideas here. Stop that.
Well, if you can put ideas on there for me, that'd be great. I'll ask questions and then you give me suggestions. That'd be amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Including opening questions. So if you have any great icebreakers,
Oh,
I'm going
yeah.
to put a Ask Me Anything up there. And if you can put your icebreaker questions in there, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm
Let's
going
do
to create
that.
a whole new Instagram just so that I can have new followers.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Let's
Just
do
new
it.
followers.
Also,
You're wild.
also follow DJ. Was it DJ Serena?
So, not DJ, just Serena.
Yeah, DJ Serena.
No.
Yeah, DJ Serena. Mix that shit up. No, do that. All right. I think that's it. Is that everything?
That's everything.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I feel good.
Well, leave some comments about all the stuff we talked about. If you have a good ghost story, please leave it in there. We'll talk about it next week as well.
yes.
I want to hear your ghost stories.
I want to
for
hear the
sure.
ghost stories.
Feel free to send an audio message through with it so I can get the full experience.
Oh, yeah,
of it.
please.
Yeah.
I love an audio message.
Oh,
Oh,
Big
good
fan.
audio message. Just makes your day, doesn't it? All right. Good. All right, bye, guys. We'll see you next time.
bye.